If he had 30 more seconds in the first round, it would have ended right there.
Right.
Yeah.
How about Izzy in the first round rocking this dude, bro?
Saved by the bell.
Welcome back to the On the Go podcast, man. We in the building again. Chris T back in here, bro. Ezra is on the road right now, but what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Shout out E. Shout out E.
Shout out
What's
E,
up, my
man.
What's
brothers?
good?
What's good? What's good?
How was
What's
y'all
good?
week, man?
Hey, week was great for me, bro. Week was
Good
great.
work week.
Week
Good
was
work
straight.
week. Yeah, Jim,
man.
I
Good
forgot
work
we hadn't
week.
had to.
Long.
Man, our boy Jim made history, right?
Yeah, let's shout out Jim. Let the people know what
Shout out Jimbo the GOAT, man.
What you mean?
My boy made history out here in these streets,
Oh, yeah. I didn't even hear what y'all saying. Somebody that walked in.
Boy,
Yeah,
my boy setting black history out here in these streets.
You know, we be trying, bro. We be trying.
Yes,
We be
indeed.
trying,
Let them
bro.
know.
No, bro, but I gotta share some stuff, some news with y'all after we end the show. Everything
Big
ain't for the internet, so I'll share that with y'all.
That part.
But man, we want to kick the show off. We want to start in the UFC. Start off with some sad news. Anthony Rumble Johnson passed away. Not sure, you know, if you're even remotely a fan of the UFC, you know who this guy is, man. So, you know, major condolences to his family. R.I.P. Rumble Johnson, bro.
R.I.P. Anthony Rumble. One up top, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Hey, do y'all know what the illness was? Was
I'm
that
not
put
sure.
out at any point?
Not exactly sure. They hadn't really specified what it was, but I know he that's why he hadn't really been fighting, like talking about it the past maybe a year or a little bit longer. He had been dealing with some health issues. Nothing really was put out there. It's all still been, you know, some disclosed information, but yeah, it was known that he was dealing with some health issues.
Damn, that's tough, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. for sure, man. So let's keep it in the fight realm. I want to kind of go through the UFC 281 real quick.
Crazy card.
And I want to start off with Poirier versus Michael Chandler, bro. What an amazing fight. That round one was insane, dog.
Scrap of the year,
that
dog.
Was a crazy fight.
That's arguably fight of the year, bro.
I could watch those dudes fight every Saturday.
Every Saturday, bro. That's what
Shout
you call
out to Lafayette's own.
The Diamond.
100%.
Shout out Big Diamond, man.
So let me ask you this: going into that fight, I mean, obviously, I was pulling for Dustin. I'm sure y'all two were pulling for Dustin. But Michael Chandler is one of those guys that it's hard to hate him. It's hard to root against him, you know. So did y'all think Dustin would get a submission, or y'all thought it was gonna be a KO?
I didn't think it would come to the submission. I thought they was about to go down like
somebody was going to sleep.
Yeah, I thought somebody was about to go night, dog.
For real.
And if you know Dustin like to get in those type of scraps, bro.
Right.
Michael Chandler also. I've always been a fan of Michael Chandler even before he joined the UFC. If you know about Michael Chandler, you know about him through Bellator and his wrestling days and so forth. Yeah, Michael Chandler, bro. He's an exciting guy to watch. Rather, even though he didn't get the dub last night, but man, you talk about a guy who still comes out every fight, every time he step into that octagon, you know he coming with intensity, power, and he don't quit. He bringing that resiliency all night, man. Chandler's a tough guy, for real.
100%.
Chandler.
100%, bro. I'll say this much though. I think one of the biggest things for me, I really thought Chandler was gonna put Poirier away, like during the first round when he really caught Poirier. I was like, damn, he got him on the ropes.
Yeah, he was touching him
really bad. And then at the end of the round, Chandler looks worse than Poirier, and Poirier didn't start teeing off till it was like 45 seconds left in that round. And I was like, damn, like who do you give that first round to?
That first, if I had to answer that, the first round, bro,
that's like split down the middle for me.
Yeah, I think you probably, I don't know how you would put it. What?
I don't know, bro.
10-10?
I would call it a 10-10.
A 10-10 that first round, bro?
Facts. I would have to.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Like this, again, it could have really went either way, bro. Really, either way.
For real.
That first round was crazy. Talk about one of the craziest first rounds I've ever watched.
That's facts, man. I haven't seen anything like that. What about you, T?
Yeah, I'm with Christian easy, man. I thought somebody was getting KO'd in the first round. When he went to the second, I was like, yeah, this is about to be a good fight. And the fact that Dustin choked him out I was surprised. I ain't gonna lie. I know Dustin got that wrestling background, but I ain't see that coming because he liked to throw hands. So when they went to the ground, I was like, it's gonna stand back up, and then somebody going to sleep. But it never
Dustin
did.
Call that thug jitsu.
Pulled that out.
Thug jitsu?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Dustin called it. That's that young,
that's that young jitsu.
Bro, that's wild as hell. So, man, obviously with Dustin getting that win, a lot of people are calling for Dustin to fight Beneil Dariush in his next fight. But, I mean, because Beneil looked really good in Abu Dhabi. I mean, let's be honest. But I just don't know. I don't know what that actually does for Dustin because Islam is going to be fighting the champ.
Yeah, Volk.
The pound for pound champ.
Big
Volk Dog, February 11th. Let's talk about that. Who y'all got in that mug right there?
Bro, we all know Volk is tough as fuck, bro.
Tough.
And for Islam to put Volk away, he probably gonna have to either put him to sleep or damn near kill Volk in that octagon, bro. Because Volk ain't going out without no fight.
No.
He not going out without no fight. We all know Volk like to get down and dirty.
I gotta give Volk the benefit of the doubt. I just have to give it to him.
Volk, now I will say this too. We don't really know what Islam's chin is like. Volk got them hands, bro.
That's real.
Volk got them hands. Volk got them hands.
We're gonna find out February 11th.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
We're definitely gonna find out for sure.
Yeah.
Let's move up to the second, the co-main event in UFC 281. Carla Esparza versus Zhang Weili. Obviously, Weili won by submission. Can we just be frank right here? I don't think
let's let the record reflect, Church.
Let's let the record reflect. I don't think anyone besides Carla, her family, and her husband was rooting for her. Like, let's just be honest, bro. She's like to me, I can't fall in love with her. I can't. The way I fall in love with all these other fighters, I can't do it with her.
It would have been like no slight to her or whatever. She's a very respectable woman. But if from a fan standpoint, she would have been a very boring champ, bro. Yeah, not really exciting to watch. Dislike. Yeah, she's not really exciting to watch, and not to say like she can't fight or nothing, but like for example, last night, like there were times where she probably got through in some nice jabs on Weili, but overall, like, man, if she really wanted to go toe to toe with Weili, it's no comparison, bro.
She'd have got her head knocked off.
Yeah, it's no comparison. Like, Weili is like a different type of animal, but it's crazy. That's why I say, like, with martial arts and combat fighting, bro, it really can go either way. Cause, like, look at how Weili pretty much dominated this fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we go back to her and Rose's first two fights, you could tell, like, she weren't really comfortable with herself. Like, she was still trying to
kind of like find herself or find
Yeah,
like
in a
her
sense.
rhythm.
Cause it's like, like Wade Rose at the time, that was her biggest test up to date. And if I'm not mistaken, I think her and Joanna had the fight before.
Yeah, bro.
That fight before, but Rose beats Joanna.
Nah, it was Wei Lee that had beat Joanna.
No, I'm saying Wei
Oh
Lee.
yeah, I know. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. So Carla Esparza beats Rose, but Rose beats Wei Lee. Wei Lee goes to fight Carla Esparza and beats her now. Like, it's some crazy shit, bro.
It's crazy because that fight with Rose and Carla was probably the most boring fight. It's almost like it kind of pissed me off because I'm like, man, the last time Rose was the champion, she didn't want the belt because she couldn't handle the pressure of it, I guess.
Yeah.
But now it's almost like she just gave it away. She didn't even try to fight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like Rose and all that. I really love rooting for Rose, but sometimes I feel like she gives way too far in her head.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if she like lacks confidence in herself or what could be the scenario, the case for her. But like, man, you could tell like there's been plenty of fights where she's like she's been in this funk, so to speak, for lack of a better word. And when she's in that the funk or whatever, she don't perform like she used to, Like when that first time when she fought Wei Lee, and she was walking out so calm, she telling herself,
I am the best.
I am the best. I am the best. And bruh, you seen how she finished that fight all right?
Right.
Second fight, it wouldn't even like really like that because Wei Lee took her the distance the second fight.
Mm-hmm.
And she still ended up pulling off the dub, but like, I don't know, man. It's so crazy. Like, I guess styles really makes the matches,
That's real.
Styles really make the fights.
That's real. So, without further ado, let's get into the main event. I don't want to get into it because I'm hurt. I feel like I got PTSD from the Usman Edwards fight. It's like, damn, like what is it about this year where our champions are winning fights and then they lose in the 5th round? Like, what's going on, bro?
I don't know, man. I can't really say. Like for Izzy last night, my boy, he fought a very good fight, bro.
Dude, that was a flawless fight he was fighting.
A very good fucking fight. But I'm still trying to figure out if you're fighting a guy that's bigger than you, why would you fight to his advantage? If you know you're going to be up against the fence and he's going to put all that weight and smother you, man, you should be dancing around there. Don't even try to get to near the fence. Like, I think he might have got a little confident when he got those takedowns and shit,
Right.
He was like, I got his big ass down. Now I can do this shit. And then you seen that he kept going for the takedowns, and then after that, he couldn't really get him down no more.
Well, I know in the press conference, Izzy did mention after the fight that in the second round, when Pereira had checked one of his kicks, he kind of like had some nerve damage to his leg. And he wasn't making no excuse. He was just saying like that was the reason why I wasn't able to move the way I wanted to move, later in the fight.
Right.
That's why it was easier for me to back up than for me to go side to side and make these.
Yeah, man. It's just it's crazy, bro. He had that fight won.
He had it in the bag.
He had that fight won.
Easy.
Bro, some commentators said they would have had it 4-0 Izzy in the 5th round.
Yeah, some could argue it 4-0.
It could have been, bro. Yeah.
Some probably would have argued it could have been a 4-0. But I know
if he had if he had 30 more seconds in the first round, it would have ended right there.
Right. Yeah. How about Izzy in the first round rocking this dude, bro?
Saved by the bell. He was saved by the bell, boy.
So, all right, let me broach this question. Why does it seem like Pereira has so much luck against Izzy? Because it seems like luck is on Pereira's side in these fights against Izzy, that same opportunity doesn't present itself to these other seasoned fighters in the UFC. Like, let's be real. Robert Whittaker can beat Alex Pereira.
He can.
Marvin Vettori can beat Alex Pereira.
I don't think Pereira have no. Well, I lie. He probably. I mean, that boy Brazilian. I'd be talking reckless if I say he ain't got no ground game.
He got some, bro, but like he's a world class striker.
He got it.
Yeah, like, and it showed like just the luck of the punch. You know, it like in Francis' case, sometimes like Francis know he got that power in that hand. That's all he needs is to connect one time.
Mm-hmm.
One time, he might be losing the whole goddamn fight, but he hit your ass one good time. That's it. And I think Pereira knows he has that kind of power too. Like we look at it, bro. Izzy was piecing them up, picking them apart, keeping his distance, kind of closing the gap and all that.
This was the fight he needed.
He showed like
I'm gonna go a different route.
He showed it was levels. Like, look, you can sit here and take up. You got these 2 dubs on me before, but like it's really levels to this MMA shit. Izzy just got caught slipping.
Again.
He got caught slipping. Again. Some deja vu shit, bro.
I don't think Pereira was quote unquote phased by Izzy. You know, Izzy has this thing where he don't let people get to him. And I feel like Izzy might have been trying to get to Pereira and it didn't work.
Well, again, you gotta think Pereira going into this fight, man. I didn't beat this dude twice already.
Izzy wasn't even talking going into this fight. Yeah. Let's be honest.
If you know Izzy, that nigga trolled leading up to the fight. He trolled big time.
He really do.
And he was really quiet for the most part about this fight. So I know he was taking it seriously this time. Just the luck of the goddamn punch, bro. He got caught slipping one good time.
You know, during the press conference, Izzy was like, he went out there. He fought the fight that people was like, this is the guy that can do it. And obviously he did do it. But like Dana said, at any given point, Izzy could have been like, nah, he only been fighting like 6 fights. He ain't fought no grappler. He ain't fought nobody in the top 10. He only fought one person in the top 10 that was Sean Strickland and knocked him out, but he hasn't really fought anyone of substance. Why should I even take this fight? Izzy never once did that. He said, this is the guy, let's do it. So his tagline at the end, which I thought was so amazing, was dare to be great. Because even though I was sad that Izzy lost, man, look, I ain't trying to go on no long soliloquy, but I'm just being honest. Things that we do, especially as men, and just people in general, dog, it's in our nature to try. It's in our nature to want to be great. It's in our nature to want to better ourselves, and things might not always work out the first time or the second time, or in Izzy's case, the third time.
Mm-hmm.
But that man said, you know what? I'm still here, and we're going to run it back.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like, I felt that shit, bro. Like, for real.
I can't wait till they run it back.
Like I said in the text earlier, the group chat earlier, bro, just watch. Like, he got this fight out his system.
Yep.
It was almost like a test run. Like, I know how you get down now. I know what you bring to the table. I know how you fight now. Izzy about to run laps around this nigga next fight, bro. I'm telling you.
He gonna watch that, and it's gonna be a different fight.
Bro, he about to make it look flawless. He was making it look flawless last night.
Here's the crazy thing. Let me broach this to you. They fought twice outside of UFC. This is their first fight in the UFC. So if we take in professional record, it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's only 1-0. It's only 1-0.
Comes back and win and get his title back. I mean, we're looking at Pereira, Adesanya 3. You know what I'm saying? That
could very well happen too.
Yeah, that could very well happen, bro. I mean, like, look, we know, like, Izzy didn't really lap the middleweight division, bro. He didn't beat everybody in that division. Some he didn't beat twice.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't beat everybody in that division. Some he didn't beat twice. So for people to try to push off let's all say Pereira should fight somebody else instead of Izzy. Like, come on, that's no.
That's crazy.
No.
Like, come on, like you want him to start at the end again and beat everybody again just to. Because, like, what if that is the case and he does do that? Like, what are people going to say now? You can't question this guy's ability as a GOAT, you know?
Ain't no way, bro.
Because if he go,
ain't no way.
Deserves a chance to get his title back.
It's a media rematch.
Same thing with Usman. Same thing with Usman, dog.
It's like with Dana. Like how I heard him listen. I listened to him earlier speak about John Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, John Jones haven't been active in almost 2.5 years, bro. In the first fight he get back is arguably a title fight.
Yep. Francis,
the first fight in a different division.
Exactly, dude. Francis was smart.
Division.
Francis might have a crystal ball because I said it last night. I feel like all my UFC heroes have fallen this year. You know, the three African kings. You know, Kamaru lost his belt.
Mm-hmm.
Izzy lost his belt last night. But Francis defended his in January, right? Or was it February? One of the two.
He had an early top of the year fight.
Top of the year. Both of his knees was messed up, so he had surgery and he had the contract dispute. Obviously, it seems like he's working on contract-wise, getting back into the UFC. I don't know, man. I just feel like if those things happen to Francis for a reason. I don't feel like the three kings can all lose in the same year and the world could take it. Like, somebody got to hold it down so the other two brothers can be like, shit, we got to step our game up and come back. We got, like, somebody got to be the big dog, the top dog. And it's ironic that it's the heavyweight. You know?
Look, them belts coming back to Africa, man.
Got to. Especially after Dana talked about
coming back to Mother Africa, man.
Dana talked about opening up a PI in Africa and you know, doing some fights out there in Nigeria. So they gotta get the belts back before.
It's like Izzy kind of expounded on that a bit. He was like, man, look, there's always been a time in combat sports where it's like a different country had their champions or whatever.
Yep.
But he was like, you look at the reigns when Africans come in to play and they're champions, bro, it's different. It's really different. Like, you got to think about the obstacles and trials and tribulations those people go through out there just to find or create a sort of decent living, right? So for them to come out there and into that sort of environment, like, bro, it's nothing you can really do to break those guys. Like, they're already having it hard out there. Like, so for them to come on to this and do that, like, nothing. It's like they bred for that, bro.
But how amazing would it be for, you know, Dana to get the stuff done in Africa and you could get all three of them on one card in Africa fighting.
If you don't do it,
at some point,
probably you probably have to do it like
that would be easily one of the biggest draws. That might be the biggest draw ever.
Can y'all imagine a UFC card like in Ghana or something?
Dude, with Izzy, Kamaru, and Francis.
Turn up.
Bro, come on now.
Boy.
That would be.
What?
Just the thought of that just give me the chills, bro. Like,
nigga.
Like, for real, bro. Like, for real.
Nigga. Come on. Man, but Izzy gonna be back, man.
He sure will. Izzy's gonna be back. Kamaru's gonna be back, and
I think him losing. Yeah, I think him losing took pressure off him. Like, he can like kind of let his shoulders drop a bit now. You know,
he can be free.
Yeah,
he can be relaxed.
Because it's like, man, you see how it's so much like you see, especially in the world of MMA now, and the age of the internet, social media, and all this. Like, when like people like these casual fans and shit like that, they really expect these people to be like dominant. Like, if you're the champion, nigga, you shouldn't lose at all. Like, and it's only a select few, if even any, can really pull something off like that.
That's why Khabib the GOAT.
Yeah, like, you gotta, bro. if you ask Khabib if he did that pretty easily, he would tell you no. It was not easy. Nothing about it was easy. Nothing. You know, and people shouldn't be like taking that stuff like lightly like that, you know?
This
like
sport ain't built for somebody to keep the belt forever.
Bro.
That's what makes it great.
Mm-mm.
That's what makes
No.
it great. Because at any time, your hero is in the danger of getting his head knocked off.
Bro. And I mean, like, again, like, you know, it comes time, like, where even the greatest, like, you could arguably the greatest welterweight of all time, GSP, even had to lose, you know? That's my all-time favorite. I'm not trying to sound biased or nothing, but even GSP had to lose.
And that's the thing. Those losses amplify the legacy. It hurts when it happens. But when you come back from that shit, like, dog,
look what he did. Both losses, he came back and whooped both of their ass, bro.
Big dog shit.
Both of their ass. Them 2 losses he got, he came back and avenged that shit. Especially against Matt Serra when he fought him back in Canada. If y'all remember that fight, if y'all don't, go watch that fight.
Go watch that. Ooh.
GSP Matt Serra 2 up in
real.
Canada. When GSP came out in that red gi.
Over with.
Man,
it was curtains.
On, Church.
It was curtains, bro. It was curtains. Bro.
Come on, man. You trying to embarrass that man in his own backyard?
Right.
We know Canada people is nice as fuck. But nigga, GSP is a savage, man.
Big dog.
That's probably the nicest savage you ever meet in your life.
Facts.
So, man, look, we coming down to the end of the show. We'll probably have to do a hard stop. But I will say we definitely want to bring a lot more MMA talk to the show because this is something we all 3 of us are passionate about. We watch it every chance we get. Should we even watch the UFC Fight Night cards? You know,
and them be the best
series.
Time,
those
boy.
be the best ones. You know,
they be sleeping on them Fight Night cards, boy.
So we definitely want to bring more of those.
Speaking of Fight Night cards, if I'm not mistaken, don't Derek Lewis fight this upcoming weekend on the fight?
I hope bro ain't fighting
the night card
so.
main event, or it's the weekend after. No, it ain't the weekend after. I think it's this weekend coming up.
I surely hope my boy ain't fighting in Texas.
Exactly.
No, it's in Vegas. It's at the Apex. I remember them saying that last night.
My boy, he can't be fighting in Texas no more, man.
No, stay out of Texas, Derek Lewis.
Hey, man,
we love you, Beast. We love you, Beast.
0-2 in Texas.
Yeah.
God.
And they build the cards around him. He be the main events when they go up in Texas.